Angel Reese's Unrivaled jersey came out and was sold out in like 2 or 3 minutes. Wow.
The news hit fast that the jerseys for the Unrivaled teams were officially released. Angel Reese's jersey in particular reportedly sold out within 2 minutes. That's right, just 2 minutes. Almost immediately, people were skeptical. How could Angel Reese's jersey sell out that quickly? She's popular, sure, but not break the internet in 2 minutes popular. Something wasn't adding up, and it didn't take long for others to pick up on it. The claim was that her jersey was gone within 2 minutes, but when you start digging into the numbers and the timing, things start to smell fishy. It looked like a perfectly timed marketing stunt rather than a genuine flood of consumer demand. I mean, really think about it. How does a relatively new league like Unrivaled, one that hardly anybody talks about compared to the WNBA, manage to push so much merchandise that fast? Doesn't that timing feel just a little too perfect? Let's break down how unrealistic this looks. First of all, the jerseys dropped at 10:04 p.m. Eastern Time. By 10:08 p.m., just 4 minutes later, full-blown news articles were circulating that Angel Reese's jersey had completely sold out. 4 minutes is barely enough time to refresh a web page, let alone confirm an inventory sellout, write an article, edit it, and get it published. It doesn't happen that way under normal circumstances. What we saw was highly suspicious, polished reports ready to go, as if the story had been prepared beforehand. Checking the Unrivaled website, it appeared that other jerseys had sold out too. Alyssa Thomas, Natasha Cloud, and a few others. But some, like the Satu Sabali jersey, were still available. The suspicious part is the timing. The reports made it seem like everybody's jersey sold out at once, no matter how popular the player was. That's not how consumer behavior works. In real life, items linked to super popular players or products sell faster, while others linger. When PlayStations drop, or when a new iPhone releases, the more desired versions sell out fast, but others stay available. Here, every jersey, regardless of the player's popularity, vanished simultaneously. Something didn't sit right. There were claims that maybe there were only 5 of each jersey in stock, literally the same as Angel Reese's jersey number, 5. It's just speculation, but it makes way more sense than believing thousands of people rushed and bought every available jersey in minutes. Who had real-time access to the inventory system to confirm these instant sellouts? How did news outlets get their polished articles up so quickly? It felt less like reporting and more like executing a coordinated marketing campaign. Real sellouts are messy. Sites crash, customers get error messages, people flood Twitter or Instagram complaining that they couldn't check out. But this time, it was flawless. Everything looked too perfect, like a movie script. Multiple sources shared the same narrative almost word for word, immediately. It was like a planned event, not an organic consumer frenzy. Even the way the articles were framed, they didn't just report the sellout, they treated it like a historic, culture-shifting moment. It didn't feel genuine. No shade to Angel Reese, she's a fantastic player and commands a huge following. But even she isn't pulling 2-minute sellouts without massive national buzz, especially when her Chicago Sky jersey didn't even move at that pace. And let's not pretend that Natasha Cloud or others like her have the same selling power. Are we really supposed to believe Natasha Cloud's jersey flew off the shelves at the exact same speed as Angel Reese's? No disrespect, but that comparison doesn't hold water. Fans were quick to express their frustrations online. Comments flooded in. People said they were there the second the jerseys dropped, clicked to buy, and still couldn't get one. Fans were practically begging Unrivaled to restock. "Please restock Angel Reese's jersey. We are begging," said one. "How is Angel Reese's jersey already sold out? I didn't even get a chance," lamented another. If anything, the outrage showed there was real interest, but that doesn't explain how they supposedly sold out so fast. The synchronized sellout across different players' jerseys with drastically different popularity levels was staggering. Real consumer demand doesn't behave that way. Some items blow out immediately, others linger for days. But here, every jersey, no matter the player, sold out at the exact same moment. It pointed to something orchestrated, a PR move, not an organic fan reaction. And while it's not surprising that Angel Reese's jerseys would eventually sell out, the narrative that it happened in 2 minutes with thousands of buyers doesn't hold up. Real sellouts involve chaos. This was polished, prepackaged, and suspiciously clean. It's classic marketing manipulation. Create a limited supply, shout about it selling out instantly, and manufacture the illusion of massive demand. But when you dig deeper, it becomes clear that it's just a headline grab, not a real phenomenon. If thousands of jerseys were available and there was real demand, you would have seen issues with the site crashing, checkout bugs, long lines. None of that happened. It all just neatly sold out, and then the media machine kicked in to celebrate it. No actual proof of massive sales, no receipts, no real evidence. Just one loud, coordinated "Congratulations! We're sold out" from every angle. Unrivaled's viewership numbers don't support this level of demand either. We're talking numbers so low that they couldn't even fill a high school gym with the fans watching their games. How does a league that nobody is watching suddenly sell jerseys like the NBA? It doesn't add up. Even if you generously assume that Angel Reese's personal popularity drove insane demand, what about the others? No way Natasha Cloud or Brittany Griner jerseys sold out because of overwhelming fan interest. Brittany Griner, despite being well known, struggled to fill an arena after returning from Russia. If she can't fill seats, why would her jersey sell out in minutes? Think logically. If Unrivaled had a genuine massive following, you'd see jerseys in circulation already. People posting selfies, unboxing videos, Instagram stories showing off their purchases. Instead, it's all crickets. No real fan celebration, no overwhelming show of support. Just a few desperate posts from fans who couldn't get a jersey. It hints that there weren't many jerseys available to begin with. They manufactured scarcity, released an extremely limited batch, maybe 50, maybe 100 total, and created a moment that they could use for PR. And here's the kicker, Unrivaled reportedly hasn't even paid their players the $50,000 bonuses they promised. If the league is struggling to fulfill basic financial obligations, how can they possibly manage a large-scale merchandise operation? They can't. It's all smoke and mirrors. They didn't restock. They didn't make a new wave of jerseys. They simply sold out what little they had in inventory and used it to create a moment of hype to cover up bigger issues. Manufactured scarcity is nothing new in marketing. Companies have used it forever. Make people think something is rare, create panic buying, drive up hype. But here, it feels particularly cheap and transparent. Fans who genuinely support these players got left in the dust, frustrated that there was nothing left to buy. It's also telling that there's zero visible proof of the supposed sellouts. No fans flaunting their new jerseys, no big show on social media, just a few articles shouting about it. Usually with major sellouts, fans are proud and excited to share their purchase. Here, the silence is deafening. Ultimately, what we're witnessing is not an explosion of grassroots excitement for women's basketball. It's a struggling league trying to fake it till they make it. They needed headlines, and they found a way to create some by manufacturing a sellout. But the cracks are showing, and the more you look, share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our future deep dives and updates. Thanks for supporting us. We've got lots more coming your way.